I am quite excited.
I am as well.
Yeah, because we are joined now by the Senior TT Trophy, and we've almost given it its own seat. I'm really hoping we're going to be able to capture this in all its glory. Ben Hartley is taking some photographs and video, which will be on our Manx Radio social media pages. But isn't it magnificent?
Do you know, I didn't realise either how heavy it was. It took 2 people to bring it into the studio, but it is a beautiful thing. Is it like a ship? Is it a she? No, it's definitely a boy, isn't it? Actually, looking at the image, yes. Most definitely.
We'll probably move on from that. But the people who did bring it in this afternoon are the Divisional Manager for G4S Secure Solutions, Lloyd Mister, and Ben Scott, who's G4S's Service Manager. Lovely that you could both be here. We're going to talk about TT and exactly what you're looking for in a little bit more detail later. But Lloyd, this is a magnificent trophy. And I mean, is it as heavy as it looks?
38 kilos.
Oh, is that all?
Yep.
Right, okay.
On a good day.
Yeah, and there are some magnificent names on there. This is a real piece of history.
Yeah, it's 112 years old. It's the original trophy from 1907. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like it. It is unique.
Really is.
Did you need special permission to bring it in
Yes.
here today?
Yeah, the insurers are trembling.
Oh my word! How often does it actually get taken on adventures?
Not as often as I'd like, but she goes down to Birmingham for the NEC, the Motorcycle Live Show down there. Obviously the Villa Marina press launch, but most of the time it stays on island now.
Do we know who designed it?
It's based on a design by an Italian Renaissance artist called Giovanni da Bologna. And if you go up to Milltown, you will find a couple of lamps there which have a similar figure on, but there's a cherub's head holding it up, same as the Sycar A trophy.
It is just beautiful.
That thing, it can't be understated how important this artefact is that we've got in the studio today. It's absolutely thrilling to have it here.
I almost feel like I've won a TT race just by being this close to it. I mean, does
Really?
that count? Does it count? Yeah.
No.
Okay. But we are talking about G4S, and you play a huge role actually in TT. Just outline what it is you do for us.
The company, we've been involved for, obviously 17 years. This is my 18th TT. So we've just secured the contract for another 3 years for the security, stewarding and the cleaning services for the grandstand. The remote fan zones, we do the barriers at Solby Claddocks, we do road closing in Ramsey. It's a full-on operation. Takes up, you've got 4 weeks of the event, probably 2 months, Ben, 2.5 months getting ready.
Yeah, that's the event itself. There's a big lead up. We're sort of fairly well into it now, aren't we? So yeah, it's a good portion of the year.
So, Ben, I mean, you're well used to the TT from the physio side of things, and Scott Physio, which do amazing things for riders up at the paddock. But you were involved from the security point of view for the first time in September last year in the Festival of Motorcycling. What was it like seeing it from that side?
It was quite nice to get out of the tent and see the blue skies. But it was. I think with the security, there's so much. It's such a bigger operation. There's so many different facets to it that it's a lot to takes a lot of people and a big team to pull it all together.
And you're looking for people now to fulfil your requirements for TT. What sort of person can get involved and help you with this?
We've got a range of roles, really. Everything, like as Lloyd says, we've got the stewarding, the security, and the cleaning. So it's 24/7 operation. So there's a whole range of roles. So if anyone's interested, we're be very happy to hear from them.
And in terms of background, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Social people who can talk. I mean, I've made that many friends over the years. A lot of the time we know it never rains at the TT. The sun's always shining, but you do get moments where you're standing around, not a lot happening. You just talk to people and you get some really good friendships out of it. But no, anybody aged from 18 to, I don't know, I think my oldest guard was 73, fit and able to stand for long periods, wants to be involved. You're in the midst of it. The riders are all over the show, the teams are everywhere. It's just one big party up there, really.
And I'm sure in many ways you've got access all areas in some regards.
Within reason.
I guess would it suit as well someone who's maybe thinking of coming over for the period as well, or do they have to be locally resident?
No, absolutely. I mean, we pay for all the police checks that are needed. There's an online training we're doing this year for the first time, linking up with our UK colleagues from G4S events. So there's a TT training session now online, which can be done remotely. And we supply uniform. Just come over.